Hey everyone, Keith Klug here again with tip number 3 on the enhancements to the building view application. So tip 1 was regarding the multi-trend charting and how to save reports by clicking into charting, creating a report, using the pencil to save, and then you can see your saved reports in the drop-down box for the quick filter. Tip 2 was talking about how you can fill gaps in data in your charts, and also how you can be selective in the units in the boxes on the left rather than having to drill down to the different units each time. Our third tip for you is overlaying of data. So for this store, I'm going to use the same time frame and same store that we were just looking at. So July 9th through July 15th. And we're going to take a look again at store 7246. And I'm going to uncheck 1100 there. So we just have one site selected. We're going to take a look at RTUs. We're going to take a look at, let's say, supplier temperature. We're going to look at all RTUs, and we're going to take a look at supplier temperature. Again, I could scroll down, or I could start to type supply, and it filters for me, and I can select that box. I'm going to select all the units and chart. And once again, we're going to see a lot of data. Now this data, while there's a lot here, it's more useful than the compressor 1 data, being that I can see that we only have really one unit that's giving a supply air temperature below 60 degrees for this week. And it's really difficult to cool a store, and certainly very difficult or near impossible to remove humidity from a store when our supplier temperatures are above 60 degrees. So we'll see a little bit in the next screen, or in the next helpful hint of how that impacts this facility. But I can see, there's a number of concerns here as to why we're not getting below 60 degrees in supply air. Taking a look at some of these at the top, I can see this green line, and that green line happens to be the eatery. And we saw last time that I believe that unit's abandoned. So let's look at this dark blue line. And I see a dark blue line across the way here that looks like we always have a pretty warm supply air temperature. In this case, this is unit 6. Supply air temperature currently at 76 in this view. So I'm going to deselect all the units, and I'm going to look at unit 6, and I'm going to rechart. And we can see that this unit, despite it being warm outside, we see that our supply air temp really hovers around at 73, but mostly 74 to 76 degree mark, which isn't going to cool the space at all. So let's take a look. Let's say, for instance, this unit was identified. We either found an opportunity to make a repair, or we cleaned the coils, we changed the filter, we did something, we changed a condenser fan motor, something to impact this unit, and we wanted to compare the before and after performance of this unit. One quick way to do this for unit 6 here, or any unit, is that we can go into more options and do an overlay. Now the overlay, and we're going to select, let's say the repair was done on 7/15, we're going to select the date of 7/16, and you'll see automatically in the end date here, it will change to 7/22, being the same comparable period of time just a week later, and I'm going to rechart. What we see here is in the blue line is the previous value that you saw, 7/9 to 7/15, and the current value in red, 7/16 to 7/22. If a repair was made, things were cleaned, whatever it was, we do see better performance in the supply air temperature. Certainly not where we want it to be yet, but better than it was before. So this is a real quick way that you can compare before and after performance of a unit and get an idea of the impact to that service, that repair, whatever it may be. And again, you can come in, you can fill gaps. I see some gaps in the data, and we can rechart, and we start to fill in those blanks, and you see a lot of blanks we're in. And now this is a nice image that you can take a screen capture and communicate to whoever it may be that before and after performance. So hopefully this was helpful for you. I'll come back in just another minute and kind of bring all this together in one more final tip for you.